I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More.
You
No.
podcast.
Today I want to discuss how to write a directive affirmation that's discussed in Lanny Bassham's book, With Winning in Mind. I've discussed Lanny's mental management system in a previous podcast, and just to remind you, Lanny is an Olympic gold medalist shooter. So a directive affirmation is effective for increasing productivity, reducing the negative effects of stress, and creating winning attitudes. And it's a paragraph written in the first person present tense that describes a person's goal, the pay value of the goal, the plan to reach the goal, and the habits and attitudes affecting the goal. And the directive affirmation is something that you repeatedly rehearse. And what this does is it causes your self-image to change, which assists in being able to perform at a higher level in the present moment. So there's 8 steps to writing a directive affirmation, and I now want to go through them, starting with the first step being to define the goal. Once you've defined your goal, you now want to set a time limit. Then step 3 is to list the personal pay value to reach that goal. And what the personal pay value means is the value that you provide as well as receive surrounding the goal. So say if your goal is to become the best free throw shooter on your basketball team, the personal pay value would be something like, I am a starter on the basketball team. I help my team win because I score well from the free throw line. After that, we then reach step 4, which is to outline a plan to achieve your goal. And this plan should include recording and analyzing your performance daily, as well as visualizing your directive affirmations daily. From there, we then reach step 5, which is to write your directive affirmation in the first person present tense. And it should begin with the word I, and you should state the goal as if you've already accomplished it. Then from there, write down your pay value. And then list the steps of your plan to accomplish your goal, and then restate the goal one more time. And lastly, date the paragraph with your target date. And then from there we reach step 6, which is to make 5 copies of your directive affirmation. The best way to do it is handwritten on 5x7 flashcards. By writing it down by hand, it assists in comprehending it better, and by putting it on 5x7 flashcards, they're easily accessible and can be easily placed throughout your environment. After doing this, we reach step 7, which is to place those 5x7 flashcards throughout your home. Put them in prominent places such as your bathroom mirror, the refrigerator door, your desk, right next to your computer, on your bedroom door, or in your pocket with your cell phone. These types of places are called key places, and what they are places that you regularly visit. And because you regularly visit them and you place these 5x7 flashcards with your directive affirmation in these places, you will be consistently reminded of your directive affirmation. And then finally we reach step 8 of creating a directive affirmation, which is to read and visualize your directive affirmation regularly, as well as each time you come to one of those key points. And once you implement all these steps and go through the set time surrounding the directive affirmation, what that means is that you should then create another directive affirmation following the same steps. Doing so will enable your self-image to gradually change. And the real power in a directive affirmation is that it requires the person to set a goal, set a time limit for that goal, list the value of accomplishing that goal, and then identify and partake in a plan to accomplish that goal. By regularly going through the process of creating directive affirmations, you will no doubt accomplish your goals by doing so. And by changing your self-image and accomplishing your goals, you'll no doubt be empowered to craft a life of significance.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More.
You
No.
podcast.